Hey guys. Sorry. Good afternoon. I am on, I think his name is Penguin 6. Penguin 6 channel. You guys pointed this out to me. What are the black flags? Okay, black flag. We got a musical group. And there's prisoner of war flags flying all over the place, right? Now, I told you that many people, this is weird that my mom's birth date, supposed birth date, I mean, whoever she is, the person that claimed to be my mother. My dad works for the Navy. My mother works for the FBI. I think they both work for the FBI. Veterans, foreign wars. Okay, that's interesting. Legacy, life member. He's a veteran of foreign wars. Okay, so what does this mean? The POWMIA, and by the way, when I had no money, my mother bought me a Kia, killed in action. Kia stands for killed in action. All right, POWMIA. Now there are a bunch of the reason they're claiming people are enemy combatants is because if you're a prisoner of war, MIA, they owe you money per day you're kept as a prisoner of war. Under extrajudicial rendition, they're stealing you from your homeland and then keeping you as a prisoner of war. All right. So that's what I've been saying. And so when you go to your local post office, you can see these flags. And they're all over the place, right? They're up here. They're everywhere. Right? So when you go to your local post office, Trump signed an order making everybody fly these flags, right? An act to amend Title 36 to require that POWMIA flag be displayed on all days that the flag of the United States is displayed on certain federal property. And that includes, this is why I probably started seeing them, right? And then I was like, what is that? Like MIA. It said MIA on my documents. I'm like, I'm not missing an action. They never even told me about the lawsuits. So how would I know about the lawsuits if it's a military tribunal? So Trump was giving information in the press for us to get the information, but he wasn't telling us what it meant, if you know what I'm saying, because he doesn't have authority to. So I looked at this too, right? I always saw Trump in the Oval Office with a bunch of people around him, and I just never saw, still a military flag, still got the tassels on it. Even the tassel is on this flag, right? But look at this up here, and when I showed you the Biden one, I didn't see that, and it's also different out the window. So I just wanted to, quickly show you. Okay, so some of this is reflected back, but still look at this up here. And then when you go to the Biden one, it's not there. So POWMIA, you are not forgotten. Well, we're not forgotten, but we want our money back. We want our money back and we want our freedom. So, obviously. So that's good that he's saying, we're going to whatever. But what is this back here? It's really interesting. It's a prison guard. That is, they're keeping, they're not telling you who is being kept as prisoners, but if someone like me is being kept as prisoners, how many other people are being kept as prisoners? And I've explained BLM, how they have the confusion horse herd, because they're stealing children, literally, and bringing them here. And then through, just the documents I've seen, letting people buy those horses so that they're owned as slaves. And I have this picture of my grandmother riding a donkey, and my mother said, Nana on her ass. ASS. So just so you know, they were mocking my condition over and over and over again. I got to find that picture for you. 40 acres and a mule. Buy back the 40 acres and a mule. Okay, let's see. What are all those cameras on the National Mall? That's 27 days ago. Let me go to Penguin 6 because there's something new he put up. You guys were telling me about this. What is being built next to the White House? Is there a massive construction project? Well, they hide it under construction a lot. Let me see if I can find. There was another one where he rode his bike around, but now I can't find it. What are they building or unbuilding? Hang on. Okay, there's something about, this is the closest McDonald's to the White House. There's a McDonald's which says free food at Gitmo. All right, now this is, to get jurisdiction, they have to have the locations, kind of matching. That's why you'll see, Genesee Street, and then you'll look up an address, 2801 Meadowlark. And then there's it's in every state, right? That's where they hold people who are not children as chattel. And they're claiming they're in detention, but they're actually not in detention. So that's the presidential McDonald's right there. Presidential McDonald's, right? The one I just showed you. Right there. I think it's even called presidential. So he's looking at the construction. Let's see. Hang on.
So now we're at Connecticut and what are we at? H? Connecticut H. This is the north side of Lafayette Park. This is actually another entrance into the grounds because
now when you're watching these, like the blacklist, they call out street names that coincide with areas surrounding to get jurisdiction. I mean, this is how they do it. But I want to see what he's showing. He's showing some kind of construction project. First Amendment activity area, all firearms prohibited. Metropolitan Police Department. This is the department that's in charge of a lot of things. First Amendment activity area, right? They do a lot of this under freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, I guess. Right, let me see what that was pointing to. Let's see. Sorry, it backed up. So anyway, he goes through this if you guys want to see a DC vlog, what's being built or unbuilt next to the White House. This is just a press box for the inauguration. There's a couple of different things people were saying it was. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just they build it up and take it down. Okay, let's see what he's pointing to right there. I think this is the Marine Guard, white belt, white gloves, dress blues, need a better camera.
I think the Marine Guard is located. I don't know if he's there today. Now the area over there, that white area there, that's the press briefing room. That's right over there. Now normally I can go as far as those flags, but because of all the riot-related protest closures, we're kind of stuck here. And then those green tents. I don't know if you can see those green tents. I'll try to circle them. Those are the press throws. That's where the media has their camera set up. So you won't...
So it's not, it's just, it's ordinary business as usual. Okay, now let me go back to what I was showing you. I want to go back to the Biden Oval Office just to show you. The whole world's a stage, right? Okay. I mean, it's the same, supposedly. I mean, it's got the same thing on it. Uh, whatever that's called, a band, a strip. Um, but this all looks very staged to me because you don't see him with a bunch of people surrounding him. And then this looks very different from back here, right? So there is, I worked on something called State of Affairs, which is, it was a show, and they had something set up like this. I believe it was at Universal, but it could have been Warner Brothers. So I don't know if this just looks different than what I saw with the Trump one. So hang on again.
This is for General Mattis.
Okay, it is at night, but you can't see that same rug on the ground that I just showed you in the Biden photographs. Let me see, I don't know if I pointed it out. There is this rug they're showing, this rug. Okay, right here. And then just look at the back, look at the windows back here. Alright, so let's go a little bit out to just see, I don't see the same rug. I see there's a different print over here on the side. It's not dark blue. If that's I don't even know if that's the rug. It's got some red on it. And then back here, almost looks like an illusion, but it looks like there's something reflecting that is another building. It doesn't look like a bunch of trees. So I don't know. But it's night. You can't see it. See if I can find one where he's signing stuff during the day. We got Army, but look at the trees. They're totally different than the trees behind Biden. So and look at this down here. It's one of those very regal, and it's got the wreath on it that we see on the United Nations. We see this wreath everywhere, right? And then in the Biden ones, there's something different. Like they're showing this, Joe Biden, here, but then look at the rug. Okay, it's a different rug. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. And then out the window, I just want to show you the trees. They're completely different. These trees are not those big, beautiful trees. So what is this? Is it a set? Is this the same table? I mean, look at it from above. This one is carved in the front, and then it's got like a lip. Okay. Now it might be similar, but I don't think it's the same one. Let's see if I can. No, that's not the same. And not the same trees. So you can make sense of that however you want to. This is not the same table, though. I wish I could get a better picture of the table. So what is interesting is Trump changed the rug so it didn't have that wreath on it. That's interesting. He did this makeover to the Oval Office. But you still can't account for the trees I mean, the trees and the